I am having a blessed morning. Yes. So, we're going to get into this topic. We're going to get into this topic because this topic is really, really needed amongst us. Right? And some of us may not understand it right now because I know and understand that we are under a lot of influence. Right? We are under a lot of influence, and the influence that I'm talking about is drugs, guns, oppression, depressions, trauma, anxiety, and all of these other things that is leading a force up against us. Yes. You know, a lot of this is spiritually motivated, mixed in with the physical. And we have a large fight up against us. But we could win if we pay close attention and listen, right, to the message, adhere to the awakening core that needs to be inside of you. You and your family and your loved ones, you could overcome and uplift your mind, body, and soul and define who you are. I know it's easy said than done, but I gotta keep reminding you, day and night, afternoon, because this thing has used $30 trillion to depress you, oppress you, to put you in chains and bondage, dumb, deaf, and blind, to lead you off a path towards success. And the success is to get back on where we come from. Before we are placed in this physical shell that has a beginning and end, we are spiritual beings. We are spiritual beings of everlasting existence. We are the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is us, but with limitation. That part of you coming to a physical form and coming out your mother, you can't go beyond that. Meaning you cannot go backwards and see the position of where you was. That part of existence is blocked from you. And the reason why it's blocked from you, right? Because it is the core of the Alpha Omega, the creating everyday existence. Because if you knew and he unraveled that darkness from you, then you can see the whereabouts, the motion of movement of him and those that's up above. So that has to be blocked. It has to be sealed. And no one cannot gain that access but the Alpha Omega, the creator in everyday in existence. Thing has to be put in place. So you yourself do not have gained access before you are put in this physical shell to understand the foreverness and everlast that is waiting for you inside of what? Eternity of bliss, everlasting, which is inside of you. It's an actual fact. And I hope that this does not go over your intelligence and over your mind, body, and soul. You may not get it now. Later on, you will get it. It's okay, which I understand. This is why I'm trying to wake you up so you can realize on who you are. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, prince and princess all around the world. Abel descendants. Abel descendants. Abel descendants. Peace and blessing be upon Abel. That's right. That stood on business. That stood on integrity. That stood on loyalty. That stood on what? Forbidding what was wrong and upholding what's right. That's right. That never backdoored the creator, the Alpha Omega. And with him, the curse upon the people was cut. It was cut. The curse was cut. and was given to what? To Canaan that killed Abel. The curse that you see now, that is upon the world, that is upon everybody and misleading you, is upon Cain and descendants. That's why Abel said, peace and blessing be upon him. He said, you're going to take my sins and your sins, and you're going to be debased and become what? The lost one, dumb, deaf, and blind. This is what we see. You are taking money, physical wealth, magic, science, and chemistry to debase Abel descendants. It's an absolute fact. So this is why people don't know who they are, because the drugs, the alcohol, the cigarettes, and everything that leads you off a path of righteousness, of gaining who you are. It's a big campaign to destroy you. So I pose the questions. Who do you think the curse fall upon? Canaan or Abel? Canaan or Abel? Already explained who is Canaan and who is Abel. They are both Melanin brothers. Already explained that. So what's going on? People is leading a force. People got to keep the narrative going on. The falsehood. Whether it's on these major platforms, whether it's on the news, whether it's inside of society, outside society, up above or around in between, they got to keep it going on. And the only way to keep it going on is accumulating wealth, right? To delude you with fame, fortune, and riches, and keep you debased and oppressed and depressed, so you cannot reach your full potential. Those are the cursed ones, are the forbidden ones, which lead a campaign against Abel descendants. Because we all know through nature does not agree with Abel descendants. That's an actual true fact and a portion. So we saying the sins fall upon the son and the children and the lineage. The sins fall upon the lineage. Is it true or not true? In some cases it's true. In some cases it's true. But the sins did try to fall upon Abel, but he fought back and stood on honesty and loyalty to the Alpha Omega, the creator, and everything existed. He was this close of getting us back, mind, body, and soul, back up to where we came from. And that entity could not have it, because he was debased and cast out from up above. He know exactly how up above is. He know how it looks. He was there. He know he knows in between. He knows the earth. Yes. It's an actual fact, this entity. And he teach others about the everlasting. But you cannot get there because you are forbidden. You are cast out. That's right. And it's our job to do what? To uplift and transcend each and everybody around us, everybody that we need to touch. And this is Abel descendants. One way or another, we are becoming awoke. You can't stop that. You cannot stop that. It's inevitable. You can't. You can't. This is why leaders was murdered. This is why a force against our leaders and those that was educators that understand knowledge, wisdom, and understanding was murdered and killed and knocked off. It cannot be done with physical force, even though you need physical force to keep things at bay. This is why the iron was sent down upon us. The iron was sent down upon us. We brought the iron down. The Creator did. The angels brought the iron down. They actually brought apples down, oranges. Everything that you see of fruits and vegetable was brought down from up above. It's an actual true fact. That was brought down for the physical benefit of mankind. Yes. We stayed in worship. Stayed in worship. Now we have been debates through over the years and years and time and time and time. It took a long time to debase us. It didn't happen overnight. It took forces upon forces, magic, chemistry. It took forces to debase us. So it has to keep you debased. It cannot let you rise up. It cannot let you get in tune with your spirituality. It can't. It cannot, beloved. So I'll pose the question. Who is cursed? Kane and descendants or Abel descendants? Who is cursed? There's a force of narratives being painted. There's a force of narrative that's being co-created on these major platforms to mislead and misguide the whole entire world, the whole entire existence. But existence know what is the truth. Who is the truth? Yes, in some cases, the sins of the father fall on the lineage, the descendants. But it fell upon Cain. It fell upon Adam. It fell upon Eve, not Abel. That's why we still in existence. That's why we are still here. Because Abel stood on business and used his free will and defined his square and defined his circle and elevate gravity and time beyond this very existence, and was killed for that, and murdered and backdoored secretly. This is an actual true fact, and this is why I want you to understand that the sins didn't fall upon us. It came to us, but it fell upon Cain. It didn't fall upon Abel. Yes, it was presented to us, fame, fortune, and riches, to have this world. As you see it now, who is causing havoc? Who's causing havoc? That's what you're going to get. You're not going to get it in the end. Your end that you was so quick to say that you wanted has a beginning and end. Has a beginning and end. You wanted the physical world. You wanted the physical world. You wanted the physical world. And it was given to you. We wanted the everlasting, and the everlasting is given to us. It's still in progress. So, progress only means struggle. Progress means struggle, turmoil, darkness, ups and downs, dumb, deaf, and blind. These are the treasures in order to get back to where we come from, to make sure so that you understand where you need to be and not where you act. Define who you are. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the dopest channels that's out here on YouTube that's not getting a lot of views. Ask yourself why. What's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing? How are your brothers doing? I'm so happy that your guys here. Your guys have an amazing day. So these are the things that we need to look at closely and define who you are. The question is, who are cursed? Cain and descendants or Abel descendants? I broke down who is who. What moves and motion are being made. This is 2025. Let's start elevating our mind, body, and soul and give it back to the co-creators of dumb, deaf, and blind. Darkness upon darkness. No knowledge, no adequate information, guidance. Give it back to those that it was co-created for. It took many years to get us on here. Many years to switch everything around with this entity. They couldn't do it by themselves. They needed this entity. They needed Let's do the work. Peace, peace.